Hi there, and welcome to Honeybee U Tarot. My name is Melissa. Welcome to Cards and Coffee. Welcome back to those of you who come on in the mornings and watch with me, and to anyone who's a subscriber, and welcome to anyone who is new. Anything that you need to know will be linked below in the description box. Let's see, anything else I need to tell you? Okay, so we're going to ask of each Major Arcana card. Today we're working with the Hermit. Super excited. Really feel connected to this. This is, the Hermit is related to Virgo. I am a Virgo. And it is also related to, you know, people who work in sort of a guiding capacity. So I really love the Hermit card. Okay, so I just want to keep on talking about it, but I won't. Okay, so we're going to ask a couple of questions. The first two questions is, you know, what is the highest manifestation of the Hermit energy that we are using collectively? And the second one is, what is the lower manifestation of the Hermit energy that we are using collectively? Lower or shadow, it's kind of, I don't know how it comes out. And then, okay, and then we will be looking at question that I pull out of here. This book is called Journaling the Tarot, a little book of big questions by Andy Matzner. He has about, I never did count, but I guess about 20-ish journal prompts for each card of the Tarot, not just the Major Arcana, but all the cards. It's a great little book. And if you feel like you want to explore, go within, use the Tarot as part of your own personal growth and exploration, I highly recommend this book. But I will pull one card out based on what comes up here, okay? So now let's jump into it. All right. I've already extensively shuffled, so I'm just going to do that real quick. So what is the highest manifestation of the Hermit, please? Highest manifestation of the Hermit energy. Highest manifestation. Asking the Hermit. Oh, ha! Wow. What came out was the unknown. I'm just like stunned sometimes, and I know I struggle sometimes to put eloquently these concepts into words and speak them out. But when I see them, I know, and it's just one of the reasons to do Tarot. It's experiential, and sometimes, you know, the words and everything that's coming out, it's just it's hard. But luckily for this deck, the 5-cent Tarot, they have the words, okay, listed on their cards. And this particular card, the unknown, is not of your traditional Tarot archetypes. This is like one of their extra cards. And so let's think about the Hermit. Okay, so yesterday we talked about the Strength card, which is a willingness to go within, to understand with humility that, you know, we have to go within in order to gain peace and a sense of I don't want to say peace, but a sense of being able to surrender to life, you know, as it shows up, and to have internal strength rather than external strength and trying to control everything externally. And we have to go within and we have to look at all of our fears and we have to look at, you know, the things that don't feel well or good. So the hermit takes that trek. Like, okay, so if I have to do this, then here I go. Up to the mountain, to have this experience, to go within, to quiet the mind, to be, you know, I mean, we talk about mindfulness and meditation, to do these specific practices, right? And he's got this little lantern here. And while he also is the person that sets off on his trek to experience this, he also is a person who is the guide, right? Or guides or takes back or gains wisdom in the, you know, he's an older person, older energy. Also the person that comes back and helps guide others into what? Into the unconscious, into the unknown, into the depths, into this space of inner exploration and connecting with. So the words on this card say, it says divine faith, openness, curiosity, okay, for the highest manifestation. And on the, you know, sort of upside down, reverse would be reticence, shielding, and egotism. So it's, again, it's like, it's saying like if you watch the strength card reading on Tuesday or from Tuesday, you can go back and watch that. You know, there's a recognition like I have to take this journey within, and I have to connect to something more, to gain wisdom, to gain maturity, to let go of the ego self, right? So wowzers. And the bottom of the deck here was the Six of Cups. Oof, I'm having a hot flash. Sorry. Ooh, Six of Cups. Okay, so the Six of Cups, the words on this are innocence, playful, independence. On the other side of that, we have childishness, seriousness, reminiscing. So, so what do I want to say about that? I think that if you're going to allow the ego to I don't want to say disintegrate, but to dissolve in a way that so that you can go deeper and that you can be more open to something new, then you have to be like a child and you have to be open to curiosity and wonderment. And I will say, if you've ever practiced meditating, I practice mindful meditation. I don't try to have like nothing. I allow myself a complete openness to the questions, and once I do, and I completely just let whatever comes to me come to me. Some things make sense because I know about signs and symbols and stuff, or at least enough to be dangerous. But some don't, and I will go and I will research, like, what was that? Or, maybe a couple of words that come to me, or colors, whatever. I go look it up. I'm allowing my psyche, I'm allowing my soul, I'm allowing whatever it is, higher power, God, divine, spirit guides, whatever is coming to me. I allow whatever shows up and I watch it like a movie. I pay attention to my body. I pay attention to what the experience, what's coming up for me while I'm watching the movie. And if I'm open, I get some really freaking amazing answers or direction, guidance. I go, I'm going to get the guidance. And I can become a guide for others who want to do the same, right? Okay. But I have to be curious and I have to be playful with it. The hermit is still connected to his humanity. This energy is not like above, superhuman, nothing like this. It's an energy that withdraws from all the background noise, outer stimulation, other programming from whomever or wherever, right? It's okay. I'm going to stop talking. I think you get the point. Okay, and so what is the lowest collectively? Ooh, that flipped out. I wonder why. Oh, very interesting. I might have to think about this one for a second. We got the King of Buttons. This is the King of Pentacles, right? This is your boss man. This is your business owner. This is your person who builds wealth, prosperity. Okay, just popped into my head what the deal is. Is, you know, your mentor in business. You know, I mean, this is your boss man, right? And the words on here are affluence, discipline, acumen, and on the shadow side, avarice, unsavvy, and rigidity. Okay. At the bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. We know that is about feeling left out in the cold, about feeling, you know, like a little sparrow in a hurricane. It is about loss in terms of, you know, your material realm. The words on here are hardship, loss, worry, isolation, and if we reverse it, it becomes more positive, right? So we've got sanctuary, charity, recovery. So one of the things I always say about the Hermit is the wisdom, you know, also is in coming to like a place of peace and understanding of, you know, and maybe a search and a quest, you know, why do good things happen to bad people and bad things happen to good people? What's that about, right? And so in the lower manifestations, now I'm just thinking of that Bible verse. There's something about like, it's hard to, the kingdom of God, I don't know the Bible verses, but it's hard for a wealthy person or a person with all this prosperity, right, to get to the kingdom of God Why? It's like going through the eye of a needle, something like that. Why? Because why would you, if you don't have to struggle, right? And if you believe like the most important thing is all the stuff that I have, all my toys, my big house, well, your priorities aren't for spiritual growth or just growing as a human being. Like your priorities are, I'm a boss man because of all my stuff, my piles of money. And this energy is seeking more than that and understands more than that. Riches are from within. Purpose and meaning is from within. And they're going on that quest, right? Okay. So we can get stuck in the material realm and believing so long as I'm prospering and so long as everything is, fine, then why would I go on a quest? Like what would be the point of that? And sometimes that doesn't happen, right? Until we hit loss, isolation. And then what do you do? What do you do when you go through a shitstorm of life? Without this type of understanding and this type of wisdom or willingness or light or guidance. Maybe that's when someone might seek that out, but at the same time, you might not. If you go through a shitstorm, you might feel extremely alone and isolated and unable to see that there could be something more to this space that I found myself in, right? Okay, so let's see what questions we have. Well, I kind of want a question that has some follow-ups. Let's see. All right, let's see. What are your current needs? How are they being addressed? Is there anything you should do differently in order to better address any of them? All right. Okay, so we're going to use the Cosmic Tarot for these. What are your current needs? Okay. So what are the current needs here? Current needs. What are our current needs collectively or on the individual level? Some of us may resonate with this on a more personal level, and that's okay. Okay, so we've got King of Cups and the Hermit. What? With the Queen of Cups. Oh! La 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 la. Interesting. Well, lover boy. Okay, so we've got the King of Cups with the Hermit. The King of Cups is looking at the Hermit, you know, and the King of Cups in this deck looks like is representing Cancer, the sign of Cancer. So we have like a very nurturing person. They're stable in their emotions. They don't get rocked off the boat like when high emotionality is all over the place or shit hits the fan. They don't get carried away, right? They know that this too shall pass, and they're very nurturing. They're very emotionally stable. And I mean, he's looking towards the Hermit. And I wonder, like, is he feeling his inner hermit? Like, has he already been on this journey, right? Or is he contemplating taking this trek, going within, finding a guide, a teacher, a counselor, a therapist, a spiritual guru? You know, what's going on here? What was this question? Well, what are your current needs? Yeah. And here's the Queen of Cups. This could be around, you know, love and creating a partnership, a soulmate. I want to bring in my soulmate. What's going on? What do I need to do? Maybe I need to release some, you know, have the strength to go within and look at, you know, how I've been operating in relationships previously. What do I need to do to grow and mature? Wow. All right. How are they being addressed? How are they being addressed? How are they being addressed? How are your current needs being addressed? Maybe the King of Cups wants to take a class, a course, expand his mind, expand his horizons. Again, this is men or women or they. What was the question? All right. How are your needs? How are your needs being addressed? Five of Pentacles wants to come out. Prince of Cups. Okay. With the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. I think currently they may be not being addressed. It could be there's some addiction or toxicity or toxic belief systems or toxic situation or a belief that you're trapped or you're held down, and you know, maybe Prince of Cups relates to Scorpio, and you know, this, I mean, here's the snake, right? Snake representing potential and magic and also sexuality. And some of us will get hyper focused on sexuality to experience some sort of ecstasy or communion with, or some other transcendence in, you know, in this manner. Which is, again, you know, it's if we're doing it in this manner, that's, you know, it's kind of, once again, externalizing something that could be experienced more in on an internal level at some point, not to have sex necessarily with yourself and have those amazing experiences, but you know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I can say sex on, I don't know, but anyway, what am I trying to say as I'm getting all flustered? It looks like they're not necessarily being addressed. They're being addressed in an immature manner. Okay. And why do I say that? Because the prince is not the king. If the king wants to draw in his queen, is he consumed with the sexual part of it? Is he being mature? I don't think so. Okay. Is there anything you should do differently in order to better address any of them? Is there anything you should do differently in order to better address any of them? Anything you should do differently? Whoop. Okay, we got the 6 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, giving and receiving, right, in a balanced way. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups, okay, wish fulfillment. So, you know, the question is, what are your current needs? 9 of Cups. What to do differently? Rather than being or seeking out balance or giving or taking in a codependent way. It's like, give yourself what you need, take care of yourself in a balanced manner so that you can give freely and without neediness. And I feel like we had a charity. Oh yeah, here's the 5 of Pentacles here. So that, you know, when we're giving freely, we're giving without expectation. We're also able to receive love. We're also able to receive it in a way that we can trust that we're worthy of it and not get freaked out, you know, when the shit hits the fan. Let's say you're having a fight with your person, your beloved, and then you freak out because you, somewhere inside of yourself, 1, you believe you'll never survive without your person if they leave, or 2, like, no, you can't be criticized because then that person will leave you. You somehow believe that you're not worthy of the love, so anytime someone says anything or there's a fight, you get scared and you're like, oh, see, I knew it, I was never gonna, like, no, get that figured out. He almost forms the shape of a cup, of the chalice, and he has all 6 in harmony, right? In harmony within his cup. Wish fulfillment, right? 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Filling up my own cup. Knowing what I need, understanding what is important to me, understanding myself first, doing the work and the understanding of myself, flaws and all, loving every little wart on me. Like, and once I know myself, I can speak authentically, ask for what I want and need, I can set boundaries. I can be honest, you know, and trust that if this doesn't work out, like, I'm going to be okay. I'm not talking about financially, I'm talking about emotionally, mentally and emotionally. And I also want to say, as I'm looking at this card, mentally and emotionally, also balancing out your feminine and your masculine nature, which is giving masculine, receiving feminine. Right? Okay. So, yeah. The Hermit resonates to 9. Does it in this? Yeah, 9, and then we have the 9 of Cups. Okay, one more final message. One more final message. Wow. Nightingale in the protection position. Love is all around. So cute. So cute. Okay, but we got it in the protection position. Number 41. Okay. The darker the skies, the more it seems the dawn will never appear. But Nightingale Spirit is here to remind you that the sun will shine again. You will soon feel the love and notice the abundance that surrounds you. Sing now, put on some music, or simply sing in the empty space. For finding the light within and giving it voice will help will give rise to hope and help you begin to hear the call of another who, like you, was beginning to fear the light would never come. Bring the light into the darkness with love from within. Give it voice and know that daybreak will be here soon. I don't even know what to say except for thank you to all that I call on in my higher self, and you know, divine spirit to help with these messages. It's incredible to me, and I hope that you found some of this intriguing, enlightening, helpful, and that you are. I hope you're staying. I hope you're sticking with me and listening to the full readings, because I know they're just magical the way they play out. And I do really highly suggest grabbing yourself a deck of cards and this little book. Okay, so take care, have a great day, and be well.